Alright, hello everybody, we are now live. It's good to see you again. This will be Touhou Scarlet Curiosity run by Shinsa, and Naro and Pigeon will be here commentating if you two would like to introduce yourselves.
Right. Hello, I'm Naro. I'm here for commentary.
Hello, I'm Pigeon. I played video games 2 years ago. And also Shinsa, but he will be unavailable for commentating, so we'll be doing all by ourselves.
Alrighty, so yeah, here we have Touhou Scarlet Curiosity by developer Ankake Spa. This is their second game, and this is a 3D action platformer with some RPG elements, and yeah, we will be showcasing the Remilia True Ending. This game has 2 playable characters, and the goal is to complete the game, defeating every boss, and getting the true ending. And we have a kind of an arbitrary rule where we don't skip any bosses. There's a point where any percent and all bosses split off from one another, and there's a pretty big sequence break that we specifically avoid in all bosses and true ending. And that's it for the category. Let's see, is there anything else we gotta cover before we...
No, this is a developer-friendly category because I heard that the developer did not like too much the sequence break.
Oh yes.
While making their new game, Touhou New World.
Oh yes, exactly. Yeah. This game will be this run will be a whole lot of just jumping, jumping through the stages and skipping most enemies. So it's more or less like a boss rush, where we just go from boss to boss, just zooming through the stages. And as Pigeon said, in the next game, Touhou New World, the devs went out of their way to make almost every enemy encounter mandatory before proceeding through the stages. Yeah. But yeah. And with that, I think we are pretty much good to go. So yeah, we want to get the run started. Go back to the main menu. Alright, so we have 2 playable characters, Remilia and Sakuya. Remilia is by far the fastest character. A bit more basic in terms of attack combos, but super versatile and incredibly fast for speed runs. Sakuya lags a bit behind when it comes to movement, but has a bit more technical combat, cooler combos, better stun locking potential, but wait, no, they both have good stun locking potential, but Sakuya looks much more stylish doing it. But yeah, so with that out the way, are we ready to get this show on the road? Ready over here? Yeah, we are ready. All right. Let's see. Perfect. Okay. So yeah. Shinsa's ready. Gotcha. And we are ready on the timer.
Yep.
Awesome. So yeah, I'll count us down. So in 3, 2, 1, video games. All right. So yeah, here in Scarlet Curiosity, we have a short little intro cutscene setting up the story. Remilia is bored and goes out for an evening walk, and we're setting up the tutorial stage. Now let's see here. We are going for the immediate out of bounds here. Oh, perfect first try. So by attacking corners, Remilia's basic attack pushes her forward a little bit, and has the ability to push you out of bounds in specific spots. And Shinsa just absolutely first trying that out of bounds clip in a very specific corner that we discovered one day. That just lets us skip out of bounds and just jump attack through the stage incredibly quickly. We pick up a weapon on the way. Weapons spawn in chests. We attack treasure chests. Items come out, and for the most part, the items in the chests are always the same. And oh, that's the tutorial boss over. Yeah. You have a combat system. We have skills and spell attacks, and we have two different meters for skills and spell attacks. So skills regenerate over time, and spell attacks regenerate over hits against enemies. And as we level up and gain experience and level up, we unlock new skills. And starting off, we actually start off with the most powerful skill, the regular spin attack. It has great iframes, great, damage. Damage is okay, but iframes are invaluable, and it's got great range, great stun locking potential. And yeah, here we are in the Genbu Ravine, just zooming through the stage, defeating some enemies to level up to 3, which unlocks another skill called the Demon Lord Cradle, which is a skill that costs 3 energy, and we only have 2 at the moment. So if we equip an amulet, we can increase our skill stock, but without the amulet, we can't use the new skill we got until we level up some more or find an amulet to equip. But yeah, so Shinsa just attacked a corner, clipped out of bounds, and did a long jump to cross that gap, which lets us access the boss of this area. But we're not supposed to sequence break in this run. So we're doing a partial sequence break and picking up some gear on the way. So at some point we're gonna just back out again after getting a bunch of gear. And we are extremely underleveled at this point. Enemies are hitting super hard. We're not supposed to be here at level 3 because we did a sequence break and entered the boss room. When we left the boss room, we entered a version of the stage we're supposed to be visiting like halfway through the game. Because under normal, in normal gameplay, you're supposed to fight the mid-boss of the stage and then get booted out again for plot reasons. So we get the loot from the revisit, and we back out and go back in the stage. Back during nighttime. So now our goal is to go and fight the mid boss that we skipped, and after that we're going to be booted out again, and the game will continue as normal, and we get to fight all the bosses in sequence. So stun locking. If you have enough energy and you just chain together melee attacks and this spin attack finisher, bosses cannot fight back, and then we can just finish them off with a spell attack. Just like that. Mid-bosses, like the fairies, the 3 fairies of light, are like recurring mini-bosses. And we'll be seeing all the three fairies of light as mini bosses throughout the game. And here we have the bamboo forest. This stage has a couple of cool out of bounds skips. By attacking this corner, we can go straight to the boss right over here and just hit the loading trigger. Now here's Wriggle. Here's our first real boss with like Touhou spell cards. on top of having spell card attacks, Wriggle also has the ability to just randomly break out of your combo and do like a counter burst attack. And also, yeah, here's our first introduction to spell attacks. Wriggle will occasionally try to run towards the center of the arena, and while she's running to the center, she's invincible, but there is a single frame. While after running to the center of the arena, there's a single frame where the boss is vulnerable, and if you attack them on that frame, the spell attack will be interrupted, and you can just keep hitting the boss. But for Wriggle and a couple other bosses are extremely unpredictable when it comes to interrupting their spell attacks. But later on, we might see some cool setups to guaranteed interrupt the boss's spell attacks. All right, here we have the Human Village. It's a 2D side-scrolling stage in 3D space, so we're able to clip out of bounds here by drilling into the pot diagonally and going out of bounds. So we're on a different layer now, just zipping through the stage out of bounds until we hit the edge of the screen and just go down into the loading zone. And that's the Human Village stage, and onward to the boss, Moko. And by spell attacking into the fade out, we can get a cheap shot before the boss even starts and doing a bunch of damage.
This is a skill we just got at the end of the Wriggle boss fight, the Gungnir Spear as well.
Oh yes, yeah. At level 5 we get the Gungnir Spear, that's right. And the Gungnir Spear is the ultimate setup for interrupting bosses' spell cards. Moko's arena is very small, so it's very difficult to set up the interrupt with the Gungnir Spear. But on later bosses, we will see some cool setups for guaranteed interrupts. So yeah, at level 5 we get the Gungnir Spear. It's a spell attack. It has a special property compared to other spells. It has a super long lingering hitbox that persists after the screen. The game freezes for a couple seconds when you use a spell attack, and Gungnir is the only exception where the attack hitbox lingers after the freeze. So that's pretty cool. All right. So here we have some story focused stages, just making our way through this underground labyrinth to look for Sakuya. Because at this point in the game, the story goes that something or other destroyed Remy's mansion, and most of the game you kind of just run around bullying people for information, just beating them up, just beating information out of people to figure out who the heck done it to our mansion. And that's the game's plot so far. Running around gathering information and being a menace.
Yeah. And just before going to the library, we wanted to get some information to the Yokai Mountain from Aya, but the issue is that she's only open during the day, and because Remilia is vampire, she's unable to go around during the day, so she has to get sunscreen before that, and that's why we had to do these previous servers.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's it's worth noting that for most of the stages, there are always invisible walls, so you can never really fall. But the yokai waterfalls, and maybe another stage, are the only ones where you can actually fall off and have to reset at the previous point in the level.
Oh yeah. So yeah, here's the great waterfall. a vertical focused platforming stage by jumping and using the drill attack that we unlocked at level 3. We can gain some pretty good height, letting us skip parts of the level. Like here, for instance, we use the shadow of the floating platform in the bottom right to time our jump, to visually time our jump and skip a bit of platforming there using that jump drill attack combo, just to skip a little bit of platforming. And yeah, making use of that jump and drill combo. And Remy also has the ability to like slow down her fall by holding the jump button, so she can glide because of her wings. So Remy has incredible mobility going through these stages, and yeah, being able to jump attack. Oh, I forgot to mention that you can chain your jump attacks over and over, increasing your speed by chaining jump attacks, and then you can jump and hold the jump button to glide. And here we have an easy stun lock on Suika. Nice quick work of Suika. Just most bosses cannot fight back. Remy's stun locking is really easy to pull off, and it's really strong against most bosses. Like they just cannot fight back. All right, here we have another 2D side-scrolling stage, the Force of Magic. We have unlocked a new skill called the Scarlet Accelerator, and we have this cool setup where we use the D-pad diagonally. We use the D-pad and press the skill button while moving diagonally into a corner and just consistently clip out of bounds. And since that's a 2D segment, we can just move along the edge of the level and skip all of the actual platform. And here we're trying to pull off a long jump in a very limited space. So this level switches between 2D segments and 3D segments, and in these 3D segments, we can clip out of bounds and try to do a long jump to skip some of these portals. But we have very limited space to work with, so it's not a very easy skip to pull off. So after this 3D portal segment, we go back to a 2D side-scrolling stage, and again use the Scarlet Accelerator, which is a forward-moving dash attack, or not an attack. It's a forward-moving evasive skill. It costs 0 energy, and it just makes Remy zoom forward a bit, really fast, and it's great for clipping out of bounds. And it's funny, you don't see these kind of skills in the developer's next game at all. You really don't see forward-moving skills in Touhou New World. Probably to avoid another repeat of this. Yeah. Yeah, so here we have Alice. Alice has a combo breaker type skill where she pulls out these dolls and they circle around her. Now, at this point in the game, we don't really have to worry about our HP too much, since we got a bunch of gear from the Genbu Ravine, which we're heading back to now. We picked up a bunch of gear in this stage, so yeah, the nighttime stage is the version you visit the first time, and now we're back here during the day after we got the sunscreen. So we got the sunscreen, now we're able to walk around during the day, and this version of the stage is where we got our all of our equipment at the start, which gave us a big head start in HP and damage. Yeah, now we're doing that out of bounds clip again in this corner. we love corners in this game. We love corners in the speedrun.
It's so nice that Flora completely misses every time the shot.
Yeah.
Convenient space to be.
Oh yeah, very convenient. But yeah, having speedrun this myself, I know exactly how weird these clips can be. Some days they just don't work. But oh, that one was pretty close. Oh, beautiful. There we go. So yeah, now we have an easier way to cross that gap. We have very little space to work with out of bounds. Like there's a big old void we want to avoid, and now that we have 3+ energy, we can just use that drill attack to cross that gap super easy. Now here we have a giant snake for our next boss, and our main method of attack is this long range spear that costs 1 energy, and we just have to pray. We just want to pray that the boss attacks us with that close range bite attack instead of spamming bullets at us. So we are kind of just at the mercy of RNG here while chucking these spears, waiting for the bite. So we can just do some melee attacks. But yeah, that's the basic loop of this boss. This boss has a bit of a funny out of bounds clip. If you hug any of the corners closest to the boss while it does the bite attack, you will just fall out of bounds every time. Just get squished in the corner. Pushed out of bounds.
Are you too low to be able to hit the head if you go out of bounds and go towards the snakehead?
Oh, if you go out of bounds, you just fall in the void.
Okay.
Immediately, yeah.
Yeah, because the issue is since you have to hit far away, you don't recover quickly your skills. You can't use multiple kind of spears quickly, you know?
Yeah. To my knowledge, there's no solid ground near the boss, but no, you got me thinking now. Maybe there is a way to because I know there's a way to there's probably a way to jump on the same frame you clip out of bounds and maybe try and glide closer to the boss. I don't know, I'm just thinking out loud. But yeah.
It's okay. Shinsa hears your thoughts. He will be testing this very soon.
Yeah.
Surely.
Yeah. But yeah, here we have the Fairy Forest stage. This is a returning stage from the first game. So Scarlet Curiosity would be the second. The developers made a game before this featuring Yomu as the main character, and this was the first stage in that game.
Yeah, it's a similar. So with New World, a lot of the stages are also taken from these previous games as well.
Yes, yeah. New World does a lot of remixing of stages from the Yomu game and Scarlet Curiosity, but also a bunch of new original content. But yeah, so here's Sunny Milk, the third. I think that's our third fairy fight now. Yeah.
Nervous tutorial and Star was a night game Buravin.
Yeah. But yeah, so now we're just saying hi to Reimu. Reimu was a boss character in the first game, but we just stop by and say hi, and we never see her again. She plays no further part in this game.
Yeah, she chilling. It's your home that got destroyed, and you do your work yourself. I don't care.
Yeah, she doesn't care. It's not her problem. Doesn't sound like an incident to her.
It's not the shrine that got taken down, so she doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah. All right, here we have the rematch against the three fairies we bullied. And right, so this is This is the Steam version, I think, so the bosses actually hit way harder.
It's quite dangerous.
Yeah, bosses hit way harder, yeah, in the updated Steam and PS4 version. They decided to rebalance and change some of the treasure chests contents. And yeah, they made bosses hit way harder. Some of the bosses have less HP, but overall hit way harder. So this fight against the three fairies is extremely scary.
You know, trying to manage them so that you can get all three damage equally, or others equally, to get the Gungnir spear on all of them at the end and get the triple in one.
Yeah, we start the fight with the Gungnir spear before the fight begins, and we try to hit them all together to build up the meter as fast as possible. Yeah. So here we pick up the diamond. This is like, we picked up the diamond, which is like the best accessory that we will be getting in this run, and it gives us a bunch more skill, like regen speed and skill uses. So now we clicked out of bounds. This area is shaped like a spiral, and it just keeps going up and up and up in a circle. And by clipping out of bounds 2 layers, we're able to just jump attack along the outer layer all the way to the boss at the very top. Normally, you're supposed to go and rescue the 3 fairies that fell down into this volcano, or with us. But we don't got time for that.
Because you'll be blocked by lava paths overall in the main spiral road.
Yeah. Yeah, they can save themselves. They'll find their way out, I'm sure.
Just a sunny there, so you know, if they're well, fine.
Yeah, true. Oh, here's Oku. Yes, here's Oku. Oku has a spell card attack every 20%. We don't have a full spell meter at the moment, so the first one is extremely tricky to interrupt. But now that we have a full spell meter, we're gonna be able to just throw out Gungnir preemptively here and hit Oku frame 1, and that interrupts her spell attack. And now we can push Oku. Beautiful. We can push Oku beyond the next spell card's threshold while she's busy attacking. And Shinsa was able to interrupt the second or third. Shinsa was able to interrupt the third spell with a jump attack, which produces a kind of shockwave and has a nice low damaging, but like it produces a hitbox. It does like single digit damage, but it has a great hitbox for interrupting spell attacks. But yeah, nice work. That was Oku. And interestingly enough, this stage is pretty big, but the developers made the choice of making the boss available by just moving forward and skipping the entire thing.
I don't recall anything special happening in the stage of all. I just explored everything, but there's like no.
Yeah, there's really not much to do. Yeah, there are a couple of side rooms, but that's it. No mini bosses or anything of note. Just side rooms with a little bit of platforming. Wait, here's Satori, another boss with 4 spell attacks, and we can throw out these Gungnirs.
She's good at least that you got to do some bad stuff to Utsuho earlier.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing with this boss is Satori's a mind reader, and her 2 spell attacks are actually just copies of Reimu and Marisa's signature, some of their signature spell attacks. That's part of like Satori's gimmick in Touhou 11, the game she's introduced in. She kind of pulls out these memories to use against you. But yeah, nice work. So that was Satori. Now we have a little bit more yapping. So with the help of the 3 fairies that we now recruited, we're on our way to figure out who done it. So the 3 fairies helped us locate the enemy's stronghold. So now we're back at the tutorial stage. This game has a thing for going back to stages at a later point, and now we're back at the tutorial stage, and we can access the second half. Because during the first visit, we were transported to the boss arena halfway through the stage. But now we're able to make it all the way to the end, and we find the great Kappa factory. So here we have the great Kappa factory, and this game has a little bit of cool platforming skips. Like by long jumping and drilling there, we can skip a little bit of running around. Very nice. And by jumping up these stairs and then going down and right and drilling here, we can skip a little bit of running around. And we pick up this weapon here, the Dragon Slayer. This has a secondary effect of giving us a new skill attack that we will be using on the next boss. And here's another drill jump that's very finicky, but if we pull it off, we skip a lot of running around. Oh yeah, beautiful. Yep, that jump skips like 30 seconds at least of just jump attacking around.
Don't worry, Remilia got out of a speed later on. She won't get too much of a headache at the end.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But so far, the clips has been pretty easy to do, like just a couple of resilient walls overall.
Yeah, now here we have a giant robot, a Gundam? Here's Hisol Tensoku, a giant robot. In the actual, Touhou lore, the Hisol Tensoku doesn't really have any practical use, any combat potential, but Fangames like to imagine this robot as like a Gundam pretty much. And yeah, we got a new skill from picking up that weapon, and it shoots out a bunch of spears in a circle. And because the hitboxes are so big, we're able to spam this skill whenever the boss attacks us, and like all the spears will connect, just leading to insane damage output. All right, here's the first final boss. Not the end of the run, but the first final boss. Here's Suika. This boss has 3 spell attacks. Oh, beautiful! Interrupting that first spell attack without Gungnir. Beautiful. This version of Suika, this version of Suika, I think, has less HP than on the original PC version. So we have to be a bit more careful, because she will pass the threshold for the next spell attack sooner, so we don't have as much time. Yeah, see, we don't have as much time to set up the interrupt after our spell card. After our Gungnir's spears interrupt.
Something that we have not mentioned is we do have a hit combo counter. Whenever you chain combo up, you also gain a little bit of damage output every time. So right now we had like 1.25 plus times the damage output we had. So it also helps a little. And whenever you get hit, you lose that combo.
That's true. Yeah. Damage goes up a little bit. It caps at 1.25 when you hit 100, and yeah. It helps to just keep that combo going, as Pigeon said. Just a little bit, every little bit helps. But yeah, that was the first ending. this game has a post game. So that was Suika, the first final boss. Now it's on to the post game. We have some post game content followed up by a rematch against the final boss to cap off the speedrun. So we just have to sit through the credits now. And
you can also see that we are at night and the festivities are going. We have Mistia with Yatsume on the geisha up on the right and Meling on the left, but we don't quite see. As well as a couple more characters that are not present within the game.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, some cool cameos on this ending screen.
Some great art with the characters. Well, when was this made? That's like in 2013, 2014?
Yeah, it came out in 2014, yeah. I believe it released at like Winter Comic Kit 2014, perhaps. But yeah, so end of 2014.
And 10 years later, New World. It took a bit of time, but
it took
the game is pretty big.
Yeah.
I still about it, but I still have yet to play. It is one of the many of the list of the to-do list on my end.
Yeah, it's funny. The developers posted a teaser video animation. The devs posted an uncaptioned animation of a character from what would become Touhou New World back in 2017, and we heard nothing for another 4 years before they dropped the announcement that here's Touhou New World. Just nothing for 4 years. But yeah, eventually we got New World, and that game is great too. It's just too bad you can't skip these credits, yeah. But yeah, finally, the credits are over. Now we are on to the post game. So this is the underground labyrinth. It's possible to clip out of bounds here by using Scarlet XL diagonally into these gates. Yeah, using just our melee attack and Scarlet XL. We're able to clip out of bounds in various spots to reach the end of these mazes.
All of the floors are, I think, 5x5 rooms overall, and each floor will increase in difficulty. On the start, it starts off maybe a couple levels above what the Shinsa's level is currently on. But at the end, I think the enemies will be level 40 or something, so you can just get two shots or something. This is 20 floor long. You get the checkpoint at floor 10, if I remember correctly, and any death in between those will be a complete reset before that checkpoint. But already we can see that.
Yeah, it's 10 floors before we get a change of scenery. So it's 10 floors of labyrinths of varying routes we have to take. But yeah, they're all consistent between runs. There's no randomness here, in how the levels are laid out. But yeah, some of these floors are easier to skip than others because of how the clip works best on doors facing north and south. Yeah, let's see.
It's pretty much trying to go as straight as possible if you can skip around. Trying sometimes to damage burst through a couple of frames if you are on the bad cycles. A few of these rooms also have a couple of side rooms where you can get some extra equipment, but for this for the run we won't be getting any of those. We're just keeping through everything. We just need to be very careful.
Yeah.
Oh.
These spinning rotating spike traps do a lot of damage. They do percentage-based damage.
It's 25% from what I
25% sounds right, yeah.
And I think it's rounded down because Shinsa got 3 HP left. So thankfully,
Yeah.
if you're not multiple of 4, you're okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, this area is extremely brutal. Somehow I first liked that. Because at the very beginning I was just exploring every single room, just to see if there was anything. And then I saw that the enemies were just like a bit beefy. I said, okay, no, I'll just skip through that. Let me get out of this quickly.
Yeah. The enemies escalate so quickly in here.
There's no real other area to practice. Like this is much more like an extra dungeon, but in a brutal sense in that game.
Yeah. All right. We are. I think this is like floor 9. Yeah. So the next floor will be a boss fight. I think this is floor 9 because we saw some monologuing from Remy. So I believe this is the floor before the boss.
A little bit of extra HP help, but thankfully before the boss we do have a full regen, so
Yeah,
that's okay.
Yep. So yeah, here's floor 10. We get a pop-up saying we got a checkpoint, and we can start here from the world map. And here's the first post-game boss, Patchouli. And
As you can see, we don't do a lot of damage with this piece. This will take a little bit longer than all the previous fights we have seen so far.
yeah, Patchy's HP is not going down very quickly at this point. But luckily, we do have the ability to stun lock with our basic attack combo, coupled with our starting skill, the spin attack. It's really funny. Remy starts out with the best stun locking combo in the game. Yeah, Sakuya has to wait until like level 8 or something. Both to get a multi-hitting skill to fill up her spell meter quickly, and to just increase her skill regen rate. But Remy is a bit spoiled when it comes to stun locking potential.
It's also nice to see that the 3 hit plus kill combo is about exactly on point with the timing the next gen regenerate as well, so you don't really overconsume things, and you can just pretty much finish the combo with sudden.
Right, yeah. I think it's possible to do a 4-hit combo with Remy and then chain together the spin attack if you're like really low on energy and want to conserve. But it's faster and it's more damage per second to the 3-hit combo because there's a bit of a delay before the 4th hit.
I did try a little bit to do the stun lock because I had it done a couple years back before playing, but I didn't quite get it because I did not know about I forgot about the skill chaining for this, so I don't think I ever got easily a stun lock combo with just the single attacks.
Gotcha. Yeah, another thing to note is if you try to attack and use the skill at the same time, there's a tiny window where you can't chain together attacks too quickly. So if you accidentally input a skill, the moment a regular attack hits, the skill might just whiff and you drop your combo and the boss gets one of their attacks in. And you drop your stun lock. So it's one thing to keep in mind, to keep up that rhythm and don't overlap regular attacks and skills. But yeah, clean, patchy stun lock. Very nice.
We got through all the fat from all those pizzas she got.
Yeah.
And now we are back to the same deal for 10 more floors, but now the enemies are much more stronger, and there are a couple more introduced. We got the books now, and well, that's a started in beginning there,
Yeah.
as you can see. So all the enemies got an upgrade, better version of the previous one we've seen, and yeah, I think I don't recall books being this menacing, but now they are a lot more touchy in there.
Yeah, the books are absolute menaces. Especially when you're trying to open the doors. If you try to skip the encounters and just go straight for the doors, the books will always find a way to snipe you. But yeah, getting taking an intentional hit on the spike trap there to respawn with full HP. There's really no penalty besides losing a bit of gold that we don't even use. Yeah, we don't lose like anything except for a little bit of time to backtrack and a little bit of money when we get KO'd during a stage. Enemies don't respawn; like they keep their current HP. And it's just bosses that restart when you die.
You just don't want to quit the stage by accident.
Yeah, right.
I forgot what the those purple areas do. Is it like slow down time?
Yeah, the purple fields they make it impossible to jump.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Also, so the skill is not counted as jumping for this? Or do you need to just attack the walls to pass through, to clip through?
Oh yeah, the skill, the Scarlet Accelerator, doesn't count as a jump now. But I believe the purple field slows you down and also acts as super heavy gravity, so you can't jump. But yeah, luckily we can still just clip out of bounds.
Okay, you got through.
Very nice.
And
Very
as,
scary.
yeah, as you can see, the enemies are level 55, so...
Oh yeah, we're 50 plus now.
I think the end goes to 60. I don't think it goes any higher than that.
Right, that makes sense. Because there's a skill you unlock at level 70 that's kind of like your ultimate skill. It's intentionally overpowered, so yeah, 70 seems to be like the intended like soft cap. Yeah, we are level 31 at the moment. At this point, we do unlock new skills every few levels, but they're really not. We don't really use anything except for the level 1 spin attack, the level 3 drill, and level 8 accelerator. And our level 5 Gungnir spell attack. That's about it for our loadout for the entire game. We do unlock some cool skills every now and then. Some appear to be like references to other games, like Castlevania. We got some cool like cross boomerangs. Pretty cool skill attacks.
A little bit of safety there, so since we just keep all around it and clip through all the doors, a few of these zones can require defeating all the enemies. So I think because the door is sideways
Yes.
and outward, you go for more of a fight, but I guess
Different
clipping would have been available in any case.
Oh, clipping out of bounds with the chariots? That's clean. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that's a skip reminiscent of like New World strats. New World is the developer's third game, and they made some changes to movement and abilities to try and avoid these tricks from being possible. But Yeah, just earlier, Shinsa clipped out of bounds by being pushed by a chariot, flame chariot enemy, and that is actually the main like method of clipping out of bounds in the third game, using enemies to push us into corners because we don't have as much power to push ourselves in the next game.
In the fourth game, we have to delete all enemies to prevent these creeps now.
Mm-hmm.
So now the fourth game will truly be only a boss rush.
Yes.
I think we're on floor 17, so only like three more floors left before finishing the dungeon.
Mm-hmm. I honestly lost count, so thank you.
I'm just guessing.
You're good. You're just guessing, yeah. I just know that the last floor, I think 19, is just a straight shot without any closed doors. So we're like probably on floor 18 now, if I were to guess. And yeah, luckily if we get KO'd, we don't have to restart the stage or the floor. The enemies stay at their current HP, and we can just come back and try again.
As you can see, those armors are extremely beefy in terms of HP then.
Yeah,
So it's easier to just click through because I think at this point just like you get 2 shots from this.
Mm-hmm.
Golden is way worse because they also have like a very a high range based attack as well, so it's extremely fight through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they also have these combo breakers. They can just break out of your stun lock and do like a circular burst, like some bosses do. Oh yeah, also that multi-hit poke attack just melts your health bar. Yeah, fighting 2 of these, like you have pretty good iframe on your spin attack, but fighting 2 of them, yeah, you just can't really avoid taking damage.
Main reason for me to give up on these floors just to defeat enemies and just to explore.
But yeah, leveling up does refill your HP, which is extremely helpful. Like that boss earlier, the boss fight against the 3 fairies, if you're running low on HP, you can decide to focus fire 1 or 2 of them to get the EXP to level up, but generally you want to take out all 3 of them at the same time. But yeah, that was it. Okay, that was floor 20. Upon reaching floor 20, we unlock a secret side event or side quest, this flashback sequence. The moment we reach 20, we can access this flashback sequence and we get to play as Flan for a few minutes. Pretty cool. She's level 99. She's intentionally overpowered, and it's really just a fun power trip of a side quest.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And how we are back through this?
Yeah, back in the labyrinth. Yeah, luckily though, the labyrinth, as Flan, you only go through 1 floor before fighting a boss. So it doesn't force you to go through the entire labyrinth, like all 20 floors again, luckily. Yeah.
This is also something I've yet to do, because you actually need a magnifying glass to just see that there is a side quest at that location, because the exclamation mark is so small.
Yeah.
And there's like no real indication to say that something is unlocked as well.
Yeah, something is here, yeah. Yeah, there's a very tiny exclamation mark on the the mansion area on the world map. But yeah, so we haven't fought the floor 20 boss yet. We're doing this side quest because at the end we do get a weapon for Remy. So that's what we're going for now. At this point, we're getting the weapon for Remy for the last couple of bosses. Just a nice guaranteed strong weapon for the last couple of bosses. But yeah, here, let's see what kind of damage Flan is able to put out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Flan gets to fight the other protagonist for this. So this fight varies depending on. I think it varies depending on your chosen character. So whoever you're not playing as. But yeah, that was nice. Quick and easy Sakuya. Just Flan's basic combo just melts the boss's HP bar. Alright, so just one more floor of the labyrinth. Just have to clear the enemies here using this extremely slow but powerful Levitain sword attack. Super satisfying. Super satisfying to use. It's got a nice chunky sound.
But this filly is just cancelling our door opening. Pretty good.
Oh, right, yeah, we only had to open one door. And now Flan gets to fight Patchy. Now we do have to sit through some of these spell attacks, but Flan can just iframe them or just face tank them, doesn't really matter. Flan just has pretty much infinite HP. Like, this is really just a power trip. There's really not much risk of dying here. And just finishing off the boss with a spell attack. Very nice. Also, you can attack bosses during the fade outs. If you hit an enemy, if you hit a boss character, when it transitions into a cutscene, they will just stay in the same spot, but spam their getting hit animation over and over for the rest of the cutscene.
She gets bullied into purgatory.
All right, now we got a new weapon. Actually, this is yeah, I think we get our own version of Levitain, the flaming sword spin attack. Remy gets a special version of it that spins around very, very quickly, but still costs a lot of energy. We don't use it in the speedrun, but it's a very cool, flavorful skill attack as a reward for doing that side quest. But yeah, it's just unlocking Flan here. Flan runs extremely quickly compared to other bosses, so we don't have as much time to react with our Gungnir for the guaranteed spell interrupt. But yeah, Flan also has... Oh, wonderful. No, Flan also has a combo breaker. Very nice. Yeah, Flan also has a combo breaker, which is basically unavoidable damage.
We saw that early on in the fight.
Yeah, Flan's combo breaker is essentially unavoidable damage. Yeah, even if you iframe it with a spin attack, sometimes her burst just has such a big lingering hitbox.
Did you not delete the combo also? It's prisoners to keep
kept the combo. Kept the combo for that juicy attack bonus. Very nice. Oh yeah, consistently pushing Flan out of bounds here to increase our reaction time. Very nice.
Go get the next spear.
still got that combo. Very nice.
It was very long time between the hits.
Yeah, cleanly avoiding all of those boss attacks. And luckily, that spell attack doesn't last too long, so our combo will expire if we don't hit anything for too long. And during some bosses, during some bosses, we just can't maintain the combo because they're just invincible for too long. That's mostly the case for New World. Yeah.
If I may ask, because I remember very early on in the AC VODs that you had done runs of this before. When did you start running this game?
Oh, when did I start running this game? Oh
Yeah.
I know I got into running this game seriously in 2017, but I did like casual runs, I think, back in at least 2016, maybe. Not sure about 2015, but I'm kind of curious now, like when my splits were created.
Because I think you had a run in like ESA 2017 or 2018 from...
Yeah,
when I was
2017.
looking at that.
Yeah, 2017 is when I got my PB, and when I did my ESA showcase, yes. But yeah, here we have the return to the Great Kappa Factory. Now we're going back to finish the run with our Suika rematch. Now we're just going through the stage one more time. This time we don't have to pick up the Dragon Slayer, so we get to skip that part of the stage. But yeah, let me see if I can.
They're just giving up on that one skip, but surely we'll get the second one.
Oh yeah.
First skip, it doesn't only skips like one room, but the second does skips a really more significant portion of the stage, so it's much better to go for that one.
Yeah.
It just requires a very precise movement before with a jump and doing the spirit like excellent. Because I think you need to be at peak height to be able to clip through the body of air.
Yeah. There's a bit of an odd quirk when you're running down a slope. I think you occasionally leave the ground, like when you're running downhill. When you're running down the slope, I think you occasionally leave the ground, so your jump input does nothing half the time. So that drill jump is kind of tricky.
Right, nice combo there.
Very nice.
Looking the boss. I guess you can do damage during the drill attack, even though it's in contact.
Yeah, the drill attack. On your first, fight against the robot, the drill attack does a ton of damage in the Steam version. But you can tank 2 of them, I think. I think you can tank 1 or 2 in the Steam version, but 3 plus in the original PC version.
And we are back to combo.
Yeah, back to fighting the Japanese goblin. Whenever Suika grows big, she does her attack and then she teleports back to where she started the attack. So Shinsa was waiting for Suika to teleport back to her original location before growing big and jumping at us. But yeah, this version of Suika has much more HP than the first. And it's kind of the opposite of the version I used to run, where the rematch Suika is extremely easy and the original Suika has way too much HP. But yeah, time is coming up, by the way, when the HP bar is completely empty. But yeah, so we just have one more spell attack. See if we can interrupt it. Nah. Oh, beautiful! Actually, God. Excellent. That was clean. I thought with that spin attack we didn't have enough time to pull off that interrupt, but that was clutch. Beautiful stuff.
There's not been a lot of spell cards that we could see that were avoidable.
Mm-hmm. And that's time.
Patchy.
Very nice. Good stuff. GG.
And for all your efforts, you get an extra PNG cutscene.
You get an extra couple of PNGs. And yeah, you get a cool giant robot versus giant Suika for a frame. And then it cuts to black. You just imagine the action.
We love true ending PNGs.
Mm-hmm. Totally worthy payoff for the 20 floors of Labyrinth.
You see, you get an extra smile at the end. That's how well those PNGs were.
That's true. Alrighty. So that was Scarlet Curiosity. Remy, True Ending. Beautiful stuff. But yeah, overall, that was very clean.
Just
yeah.
The big dungeon that was a bit menacing with the death, but it is to be expected.
Yeah. Overall, beautiful skips, beautiful out of bounds, and clean bosses. Good stuff.
Yes.
There it is. Some fan service. There we go. We got the Levitain spin attack that Remy gets from the side quest. Beautiful. Oh, are we doing some library shenanigans? Oh yeah.
doing some extra discovery potentially.
Oh, yes. Yeah. So funny enough, all of these bookshelves are solid objects. And we can do some parkouring in here. Yep, so we can jump around the out of bounds library. Doesn't really accomplish much, but it's funny.
Yeah, I think you can go back to the bedroom from the start of the game. If
That's
the
true.
is right.
Yeah, in the mansion. Yeah, the mansion lobby area. Yeah. I at some point in the story, I think you can go back to the bedroom, or is that just a New World thing? In New World, you can actually visit the bedroom as an Easter egg, but here we can go out of bounds. Yeah, we can clip out of bounds here and actually jump into Remy's bedroom from out of bounds. Like, here we go. Beautiful. So this is Remy's bedroom. This is where the game starts. And we can yeah, we can easily clip into this table here. Also, yeah, if you move the camera, like if you use debug tools and zoom in on that bottle on the table, it's actually tomato juice. It's actually tomato juice, yeah. Beautiful. Yeah. Also, yeah, newspaper. Yeah. So, yeah, that's a newspaper. Yeah. This game features a bunch of newspapers that you can just look at and read. It's got some neat flavor text. There's a menu. There's a start menu option to look at newspapers as you collect them through the game. Yeah, it just ties into the plot of figuring out who done it. But yeah, alrighty.
Yeah. So this was the last Touhou game runs for the marathon, or at least the main marathon, but we still have the Touhou run for Zucchini Contest 4 a bit later by Touhou, so it's not exactly the last Touhou run for the main event. But for the bonus stream, you also have SAS with Ida Chance Ticket Survival, who will be doing. We'll be playing with a special update that came out very recently, so it will be very interesting to see. And Naro will be on commentary for this one.
I'll see you. Yeah. So I'll see you. I'll see you then. Yeah. Whoa. Oh, that armrest just broke.
Don't fall. Don't get an unfortunate accident.
Yeah. But yeah. Looking forward to that sticker survival showcase. But yeah, I've been Naro. With me, I've had Pigeon and Shinsa running the game. Scarlet Curiosity, pretty cool game.
Very cool. And thank you for having all of us.
Thanks for having us. I don't know if Shinsa has any final words. But yeah, shout outs to all the runners that have kept this game alive for over 10 years. Super cool seeing the developments of this game's speedrun tech. A lot has changed over the years, and shout outs to the devs for making this game and continuing to make games with new worlds, and I don't know, shout outs to Fangame Marathon.
And kudos to all the Touhou runners. I think we had like 7 games this year in as well.
That's crazy.
A bunch of cool races as well. We got like 3, I think. No, at least 2 races for Touhou, which were very good to see. Nice little change.
Very cool.
And we also saw a lot of comebacks. So SAS coming back as well, Shinsa and Red Flame. Very nice to see everyone gathering together. And Shinsa does have a word. Thanks to Fangame Marathon for having me, and thanks to Naro and Pigeon for the commentary as well.
Thanks
to relay the message.
Yep, thank you, Shinsa. And with that, I think. Do we have any other final words?
No. We are just very hopeful that for next year and having even more runs, even more people joining in as well from the Touhou community as well.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
That's all for me.
Would love to see that, yeah. And that is it for me as well. I'll be handing it over to our lovely host.
Hi, that's me. Thank you all for your commentary and for the run. It was a pleasure to watch. Up next, we got Jingle Jam, run by the wonderful Cosmoing. Stay tuned, and we'll see y'all back in a little bit here.